everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Andrea Meek and I'm a yoga teacher. And I'd like to take you through 30 minutes of yoga today. So without further ado, let's begin. Come to the back of your mat. We're going to go into child's pose, balasana. Take your knees as wide as the mat. Your toes touch, they do not cross. Just take a moment in here, just to see how it feels. Have a little scan of your body. Maybe notice your breath. Deep inhales in. And a slow exhalation. Close your eyes for a moment. Settle into this pose. Pressing your hips down towards your heels. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Allow your eyes to open now. Place your hands on the mat and start walking your hands towards the top of the mat. Coming into child's pose. Now bring your forehead and your nose on the mat. If that's not possible for you today, you can always make two fists, place them on top of each other and just rest your forehead on your fist. Trying to keep your spine long and your neck long. Your neck is the extension of your spine. If you're here with me, forehead and nose on the mat, just keep a slight bend on your elbows. Shoulders are back. They're soft. And keep noticing your breath. Just focus on your breath, trying to inhale deeply, making it long. And a slow exhalation. And with every inhale, your spine grows a bit longer. And every exhalation, you push your hips more towards your heels. One more breath here. And change. We're going to spider up our fingers, our hands, as if you had a cupcake underneath your hand. You don't want to get icing on your hands. You just spidering up your hands. Now walk your fingers towards the right corner of your mat. Keep your forehead on the mat. Keep pressing that left hip down towards your heel. And feel a stretch now down the left side of the body. And we'll stay here for a couple of breaths, stretching. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Deep inhale and slow exhalation. Awesome. Come back to center. Now take your hands towards the left corner of the mat. Keep your forehead on the mat and press your right hip now towards your right heel. Keep reaching those hands forward. Stretch your right side of the body now and breathe. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. And exhale. Beautiful. Come back to center. And we'll now raise up into all fours position. So your wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Hands are spread out wide, middle finger pointing towards the front of the room. And your knees are about hip width distance apart and hands shoulder width apart. Your belly strong is in, holding your back straight. And again, neck is in line with your spine. Just breathe here for a moment. Working on that alignment. Beautiful. Now as you inhale, you're going to drop your belly down, lift the tailbone, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine like an angry cat. Press the mat away with your hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Do a couple more rounds of cat-cow here. Every inhale, you lift your tailbone, lift your gaze, drop your belly, arch your spine. Exhale, round up. You're rounding so high, you can feel the skin on your back stretching. You're looking towards your belly button. Press those shin bones on the mat. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round up. Really good. Come back to center. Look towards your hands. Take them a pace forwards and slightly wider than shoulder width. Tuck your toes under. We're going to come into our first down dog. Make sure you press the back of your index finger into the mat. Press in the four corners of your hands. They're your foundation. So as you inhale, just lift your knees, just hover them an inch or two off of the mat. And now press your chest, your belly towards your thighs. Press the mat away with your hands. Bend your knees, trying to get a straight line from the crown of your head to your tail. Start getting your legs straight, but the minute you feel your back starts rounding, stop there. Keep your knees bent. Keep pressing that belly on your thighs. And maybe you can get your legs all the way down, all the way straight, but keep that straight spine as well. And now start walking your dog, bending your knees, swaying your hips, warming up the back of your legs, your Achilles, your hamstring. Keep breathing here. Maybe bend your knees. Really exaggerate that movement. Take the right knee to the left to the right, stretching you sideways. Beautiful. And then come up onto your tiptoes. Keep pressing those hands on the mat, pushing your belly towards your thighs. And see if you can start releasing those heels down. Don't worry if they don't touch. That's where you're sending them. Pressing your hands on the mat. Beautiful. And now I've got two options. So, no, actually we're not doing that yet, but I'd like you to inhale and take your right leg up. Just keep your hips squared for a moment. And now take your leg as high as it will go. Press your hands on the mat, equal weight on your hands. Bend that right knee, right heel comes to your left butt cheek. Stay here. Or open your hip, right hip stacks on top of the left. And you can look underneath your left elbow, your left shoulder, looking towards that toe. Don't forget to breathe. And change. Come back to center. Now this is where I've got the two options, actually. So you can drop your right foot down, grab it with your right hand and help that foot to come to the top of the mat, so between your hands. Or if you still have your leg up, I'd like you to bend that knee, bring your knee in towards your face. You can kiss it or touch it with your nose and see if you can get the foot between your hands without touching the mat. Whichever way, it's absolutely fine. Beautiful. Now release your left knee down. Hands are still on the mat. Look forwards. Try to get your shoulders back. And breathe here. Stretch. Open your chest. Awesome. Come up to your knee. place your hands, interlace your hands, place them onto your right knee. And now start just pulsating, just stretching underneath your thigh, stretching your left hip flexor. Just a couple of breaths. And now we're going to take it into a half splits. So bring your hands down to the mat. Bend your left knee now. Left knee is underneath your left hip. Right leg is straight now. Point your toes towards your face. Try to keep your back straight. Maybe you are here, suck your belly in, or you might be here. So if you need to help yourself by holding on to something, that's absolutely fine. Just try to keep your back straight. And breathe. Beautiful. Let's come back to that low lunge, and we're going to twist now. So come up, take your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Place palm on palm. Inhale to find some length. Exhale, start pressing that palm on palm, pressing your elbow to your knee. Finding that twist from your waist, spiraling your spine. Keep pressing. Every inhale, you find somewhat room, you create room in your body. Every exhale, you twist. Beautiful. Right shoulder back. You're doing great. Breathe. Awesome. Change. Come back to center. Bring your arms up. Biceps by the ears. Shoulders back and down. And release your hands. Frame your foot. Tuck your left toes under and take that right foot back. And we're on our plank, high plank. Just hold it for one breath. Beautiful. Release your knees down. Tuck your elbows in towards your waist, closer to the body. We're going to touch the mat with the chin first, then the chest. Come up to cobra. Exhale, push back, and you're back into your downward facing dog. Breathe. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Beautiful. Next inhale. We'll do it now on the other leg. So left leg goes up. First you keep it about, you keep your hips squared really. And then you're going to take that leg as high as you'll go. Pressing those hands on the mat. Point your toes if you want. Bend the knee. Now it's like your left heel close to your right butt cheek. Stay here. Or try to stack your left hip on top of the right, taking those toes towards the right, and you can look underneath your right arm. Breathe. And change, come back to center. Again, take one of the options. You can drag your foot, help it with your hand, or kiss your knee and bring that left foot between your hands. Really good. Release your right knee down. Keep your hands on the mat to begin with. Shoulders back. Open your chest. And now come up onto that knee. Interlace your fingers. Let's pulsate a little bit. Now stretching the right hip flexor. This one feels a little bit tighter in my body. Remember, both sides will feel different. One more breath. And change. Let's take it into half splits. So right knee underneath your right hip. Keep your hips square towards the center. Point your left toes towards your face. Belly in. Try to keep the back straight. Remember, you can be here or here. It's fine as long as you feel that stretch on the back of your left leg now. Breathe, look forwards, just past your toes. And change. Come onto that left foot again. Low lunge. And we'll twist to the other side now. So now the right elbow comes on the outside of your left knee. Keep that knee tracking forwards. Place palm on palm. Inhale to find some room, some length. Exhale, twist. Now you're trying to bring your thumbs to the center of the chest. Keep that left shoulder pushing back. Breathe, look up towards the ceiling if you can. One more twist. And change, come back to center. Bring your arms up. Palms are facing each other. And release your hands down. Frame your left foot, tuck your right toes under. Bring your left foot back, hold your plank. And we'll do another vinyasa. Release your knees down, squeeze your elbows in, chin and chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more breaths. Maybe just notice how this down dog feels from the first one. Your body might feel a little bit more open now. One more breath. Beautiful. Now start walking your feet towards your hands. Bend your knees, belly on thighs. And just allow your head to hang heavy here. Now grab hold of opposite elbows. Just let your belly rest on your thighs. And start shaking your head now. Nodding your head, yes. Bringing fresh blood to your brain. Now keep your head still and just sway your upper body left to right, right to left. Do whatever feels good for you. Beautiful. And release your hands down. Press the back of your hands on the mat if you can reach. Don't worry if you can't. And slowly bring your chin to your chest and start uncurling, going all the way up, one vertebra at a time. So from your mountain pose, just keep your toes and heels together. Legs are super strong. Your bottom is engaged. Your belly is in, so your bottom's not sticking out here. You're bringing that tail down, engaging your lower abdomen. Bring your shoulders in towards your ears, then back and down. They just fall into their sockets. Your palms are facing forwards. This is your strong mountain pose. A lot happening in your body here. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Bring your forehead towards your shins. Hands down on the mat. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Come up halfway. Your back straight, neck straight. Exhale, bring your hands down. Right foot goes back. Left foot follows. You're in your plank. Release your knees. Squeeze your elbows in, chin and chest. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right foot comes forwards, left foot comes forwards. Come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way back up. Bring your hands together, thumbs at the center of the chest. and breathe. Inhale your arms up, and as you bring your hands up, you're going to sit down on an imaginary chair behind you. You can see your toes from where you're standing. Squeeze your knees together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, left foot goes back, right foot goes back. Knees, chin and chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot comes between your hands. And you're going to angle your left foot about 45 degrees. And we're going to come into a warrior one. Let's come all the way up. Right knee is bent. Left leg straight. You're pressing on the outer edge of your left foot. Arms are strong. Biceps by the ears. Shoulders away from the ears. Palms are facing each other. Exhale. Come into a warrior two. Arms in one straight line. Palms are facing down. Front knee is still bent. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, right hand goes down, left arm goes up. Your right elbow falls on the inside of that right knee. Press your left shoulder back, right hip under. Beautiful, guys. Change, come all the way back up. Get that right knee straight. Inhale, reach forwards, your hips go back. Exhale, right hand goes down again, left arm goes up. Look up towards your left fingertips. Stretch your hands in opposite directions. Right hip and the left hip back. Beautiful, come all the way back up. Let's windmill your hands, frame that front foot. Bring that right foot back. Knees, chin, chest. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll do it on the other leg. Inhale, bring that left foot. Frame it with your hands. Angle your right foot 45 degrees and come up into a warrior one. Remember the alignment. Knee on top of your ankle. Toes are pointing forwards. Hands are facing each other. Shoulders back. And your hips are squared to the front of the room. Open it into a warrior two now. Arms in one straight line, palms facing down, and now your hips are pointing towards the end of the room, but you keep that left knee open. Breathe. Look towards your left middle finger. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left hand goes down, right arm goes up, left elbow and left knee. Right hand reaching up towards the ceiling. Look up towards your right middle finger. Squeeze the outer edge of your right foot on the mat. Right shoulder back. And change. Strong belly brings you all the way back up. Straighten that front leg. Triangle pose now. Squeeze. Inhale, reach. Hips go back. Imagine you're going over a table. Exhale. Left arm goes down, right arm goes up. Left hip, squeeze it under. Imagine you're between two panes of glass. Keep breathing. Don't collapse on the pose. You're keeping that belly strong, keeping you high up here. And change, go all the way back up. Windmill your hands. We'll do another vinyasa. Frame your left foot. Bring it back towards the right foot. Knees, chin and chest. Inhale, up for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Very good. Inhale your left foot between your hands. Right foot follows. Come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way back up. Palms together, maybe have a little back bend. And bring your thumbs to the center of the chest. Really good. Take a breath here, bring your hands down. Breathe. You're doing really good, guys. Awesome. We're going to come down to the mat. So look towards your feet, heel toe your feet towards the edges of the mat. Now your toes are out, heels are in. We're going to come into a yogi squat. So once you're here, bring your hands together in prayer. And as you exhale, you're going to drop your hips down towards the mat. You can stay here. You can be here with your heels up. Or just go all the way down. Just move a little bit, see what feels good. Stretch your inner thighs. Press your palms together. Use the elbows to help your knees push back a little bit more. Breathe. Now bring your right hand down to the mat and your left arm up. Just a little twist. Breathe. Try to just twist from your waist. Your legs should stay the same. Your lower body just should stay put. One breath. And change your hands. So now left hand down, right arm up. And twist towards the other side. That right shoulder, keep pressing it back. Opening the chest now to the right side of the room. You're doing amazing. One more breath. And change, come back to center. Squeeze your palms together again. Squeeze your knees back. Breathe. Beautiful. Now we're just gonna come down to the mat. So bring your hands behind you. Your sit bones, bring them to the mat. Legs are straight. And maybe get rid of any flesh underneath your sit bones. Just to allow you to completely ground, root, connect to the earth, to your mat. And we'll start on staff pose. So toes pointing towards your face. If you feel your back is rounding a little bit, bend the knees. That will help you push your chest forwards. Look forward, try to keep that back straight. Neck again, the extension of the spine, hands down by the sides. There's no weight on the hands. They're just placed there by your hips. Breathe. Inhale, now bring your arms up. Bend your knees a little bit more. We'll come into a forward fold. And as you exhale, you're going to place your fingers underneath the ball of your foot and your thumbs on top of your big toes. Inhale, find some length. Try to get your lower ribs towards your knees. Lengthening that spine. Exhale, start pulling with your hands on your feet. You can see your biceps bulging because you're pulling so hard, and start pushing those heels forwards towards the front of the room. Keep pulling with your hands, pushing with your heels. Maybe you can walk your sit bones back. Keep the connection, belly and thighs here. You're lengthening your spine. Don't worry about your legs. Keep pulling with your hands. Keep stretching those legs. Look forwards. Awesome. Change. Release your hands. Bring your hands back down where they started, by your hips. Legs straight. Toes towards your face. You're back to your staff pose. Breathe. Awesome. Now bring your soles of your feet to the mat. Bend your knees hip width distance apart. Bring your hands behind you about 30 centimeters. Fingers are pointing towards your bottom. Bring your shoulders back. Open your front body. Maybe just lift your chin a little bit and look up. You can stay here, or we're going to lift our hips in 3, 2, and 1. Lift those hips, squeeze your bottom, push the hips up towards the ceiling, look up, stretch your shoulders, squeeze a little bit more, see if you can come a little bit higher. Beautiful, and change, release your bottom down. Get your legs straight again, hands down by your sides. Awesome. Now bend your right knee, bring the sole of your foot as close as you can to your bottom. Right hand behind you. It just helps you as a little kickstand to keep the back straight. Take your left hand, wrap it around that right leg. Inhale, find some room, maybe bring that belly past the thigh, and as you exhale, twist. So lift the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Just twist from your waist, from your mid upper spine. Keep twisting. Don't forget your left foot. Point your toes up towards the ceiling or towards your face. Twist a little bit more and change. Come back to center. Release that right leg. And now we'll bend the left leg. Take the left hand behind you now. I'll help you lift your spine a little bit more. Right hand wraps around the left. Don't forget your right toes pointing towards your face. Inhale. First you find that little bit of room to help you twist. So inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. So start, imagine your spine is like a spiral staircase. Twisting from the middle, lower middle, and upper. And when you can twist no more, look towards the back of the room. And don't forget to breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Come back to center. Release both legs in front of you. We're going to come into a boat pose. Point your toes, bend your knees, and start walking those toes towards you. Until you're just hovering, you're balancing on your sit bones. You can grab behind your thighs here. And now bring your feet so that they're up, so that they're parallel with your knees. And maybe release your hands, be a boat with oars. And we'll stay here for 5. Squeeze your knees together. 4, belly in. 3, you can do it. 2, and 1. Really good. Release your feet down. Give yourselves a really big hug. Awesome. Cross your feet. Rock your body way forwards. Let's come back onto that high plank. And now release your knees down. Squeeze your elbows in. We're gonna come all the way down. For 3, 2, squeeze your elbows in towards your body, and 1. Really good. Now your gaze is down towards the mat, hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, and you're going to start lifting your chest, peeling that chest off of the mat. This is the strength from your back. You've not got any weight on your hands here. Keep going up, look up, way up, and change. Come all the way down, left ear on the mat, look towards the right. Breathe. Oh, you're doing really good. It's nearly over. Awesome. Come back to center, look down, bring your hands underneath your shoulders again. Inhale, start peeling your chest off of the mat again. Start looking up. Now lift your hands an inch or 2. You're using your back strength here. Now lift your right foot and your left. Bring your hands behind you. Be an airplane with wings. Look up, lift your leg, lift your chest, lift your hands. And change, release right ear on the mat. Look towards the left. That was really good work. Beautiful. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders again. And we're going to come up again by the knees. Squeeze your elbows in towards your body. 3, 2, 1. And we're up. And let's come back to that high plank. Really good, guys. Now I'd like you to bring that right foot towards your left wrist. We're not going to do pigeon, we're just going to bring the legs forwards and then the left foot, and we're in a cross-legged seated position. What about that? Bring your legs forwards, bend your knees. Just a last little bit of work. Opposite hands to opposite shoulders. And we're going to lower slowly. For 5, squeeze your belly. 4, see if you can keep your feet on the floor. 3, I am shaking already. 2, and 1. Well done. Put your legs straight, hands down. Now bring your right knee in, squeeze it in towards your armpit, flex your toes. Left hand to right knee, right hand, and take that left knee towards the left. Just a gentle supine twist. Try to keep your shoulder blades on the mat. And if you want, you can look towards the right. Awesome. Bring that knee back to center, squeeze it in and slightly out again. Feel a pinch and swap your legs. Now left knee in, right leg goes away. Squeeze that left knee in. Right hand to left knee, left hand goes out towards the side, and take that knee now towards the right. Look towards the left. Twist. And bring the knee back to center again. Squeeze that knee in and slightly out. And release now your legs. The length of the mat. Take your heels to the corners of the mat. Allow your feet to splay open. Palms are traditionally facing up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes. There's nothing else to do now. You work really hard. And this is your reward. And you can start breathing whatever way feels natural, feels normal to you. This is your Shavasana pose. So stay here for as long as you like. And I'm just going to come up into seated position now. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. This is hopefully the first of many videos. Thank you for looking at my channel. Namaste. Keep safe. Bye.